And you can go through. Oh, it's saving. I was thinking, what the heck's going on? We'll leave those trees. Everyone's running for the hills. Oh no, it's all disappeared. How's this thing doing? Oh, well, no water and no electricity. Well, that really isn't going to help, is it? So what happens when you take an area that was built prior to plazas and promenades and upgrade it with all the juicy loveliness that comes along with pedestrian-only streets and plazas? And what about nice high residential areas packed full of people? Can we convert these to the new wall-to-wall buildings and see any benefits? Well, we're going to find out in today's episode. So hello everybody, we're back here in Mississipatea and it's working. Look, everybody's upgrading their houses. They're so pleased with the changes that we've made. I don't know what's happened, but everybody's upgrading. They're really, really pleased, which is fantastic. I put an updated version of this mod pack. They're all upgraded as well, which is great. On my Discord, I provide an XML file for the load order tool, which in my mind is the best way to deal with different mod packs. So that was the best way for me to do that. But everything's working. I'm so pleased. The mod makers, the devs have been working tirelessly to update their mods and to get things working, which is just fantastic. So thank you very much to them for all of their hard work. Really, really appreciated. And the one-to-one help that they give as well. And thanks to Colossal Order for giving them all early access to the game so they could fix their mods. But things are working really well. I'm so pleased. So we're going to be adding in some plazas and things to our areas. There's two areas that I wanted to look at. Initially, I mentioned about upgrading all of this into a great big plaza area. But I've changed my mind on that. That was before we had some extra builds that we'd put in, which was this one over here. We built our skyline. This, I think, should be a pedestrian area in the middle here, and we can get some plazas and park action going on. Definitely make it all walkable over the other side of the Mississippi River as well. So we'll be taking a look at that. And then if we zoom out and come all the way over here, this area over here, the name of which I have forgotten, the game's a bit jumpy today, Pearl District. I always see this as a pedestrian area. There's not many cars in here, to be honest. And with these sort of buildings that we've got in here, I'm wondering whether this would be good to change some of this to the new wall-to-wall style building, because we've sort of got that going on with these ones. Maybe we could, you know, it's very uniform at the moment. Maybe we could brighten up this area with some of that. What have we got in here building-wise? So we've got offices over here. These are all residential, even though they're not marked in, because we've used Rico for that. So yeah, let's take a look at doing that. How are we doing for money? Money's fine. We're losing money, but that's okay. It's because we've got our tax rate down so low. If we just pop these back up again, we were just spending some of our money, weren't we? What have we got going on here as well as regard to our levels? No, not Megalopolis yet. So we're at Metropolis. It says we've reached Metropolis. Oh, I think we have, and then it's dropped down again. So yeah, that's fine. So the next one to reach is Megalopolis, and then we can unlock everything. There is a working 81 tiles mod as well, although we do have some more tiles that we can unlock. If we have a look at this, so an airport is going to go up here at some point. So I am going to buy that as I have the money. I want to start unlocking this down here. I'm not quite sure how many tiles I'm going to be able to unlock, but let's get this one here, because it gives us the rest of that island. At the minute, it's just going. I don't know whether this is just to do with 81 tiles, but we'll stop there for now. We'll stop there for now. Right, let's dive in to our IT district over here and see how we can get this all pedestrianised and looking swish. Right, so back over here. I'm just sort of thinking about how we're going to do this. So this main road down here, that will stay as it is. This main road, that will stay as it is. So we're still going to have vehicular access across here. Obviously, we're going to need to remove car parks. So I put a load of car parks in here. So that can go. Also, one big thing is we don't have the parking AI at the moment. It works. It's there. But let's remove that. If you try and use it, what will happen is the AI gets a little bit confused when it's trying to look into a pedestrian area and working out how the parking's going to work. So, no, what is that? Is that a... that's parking attached to that. So there's also going to be parking attached to some buildings that we might need to try and remove with some mods. Yeah, so all of this road down here, this could all be pedestrianised. This could be pedestrianised. I'm thinking everything sort of to the right of this road, or even this could as well. I mean, this is all connecting at the back over here. These buildings all connect into the Fawn District. But then also we need to have a look and think, where's our service point going to be? So I don't want the service point to be down here where we've got this sort of nice fronts that we're going to be working on. And as... Oh, these are complaining about taxes. Are these all commercial? Yeah, I just need to drop my taxes a little bit because someone else was complaining about that as well. There we go. Hopefully they're the only ones complaining and not my city's going to... Yeah, it's all the commercials are complaining. Everybody else all right? No one else? No one else unhappy? No, okay, we're good. Yeah, so it's going to have to be off this road or off this road somewhere. It's over here a little bit further away by the railway line actually might be quite good. This... Yeah, I'm trying to pick a piece of land where you don't sort of think that'd be nice. You know, if we put some buildings here, that'd be nice with the river view. This would be nice with the view of this over here. It's like hard to pick a bad piece of land here. There's like rivers everywhere. And I know what we could do, which is cheatify the whole thing. And I'm not going to start doing that. I like park cheese, but pedestrian area cheese where you sort of draw in a pedestrian area like this and then go zoop. Oh, hang on, jumping out. And then go like that, zoop, zoop, and put it like all the way up here and have your service point somewhere entirely different. I'm going to try and stick to, you know, the intended use of it as much as possible. So first of all, let's sort our districts. Let's remove this IT and modern name district that we put in here before. So we're going to zoom that around there. And then we're going to add our pedestrian area in here. And they won't overlap the park. So we've got to be careful of that. There we go. Lilac pedestrian area. You guys can come up with a better name than that. So let me know in the comments below. Being very careful that we're not going, whoops, over any roads that we don't want cars to stop driving on. So this bit we'll have a look at in a minute. Yeah, so that's fine. So then if we jump into our roads, let's take a look at some of the options that we've got. Pedestrian area roads. So we don't have a huge amount unlocked at the moment. Why are these not unlocked? Construct small pedestrian area service point. Okay, that's fine. We've got bus-only roads as well, which I don't think we need because we have the metro that's coming in and people are going to walk. So let's take a look at putting the service point in, and then that will unlock some of the other stuff for us. Yeah, I think we are going to make use of this little parcel of land. It's going to be quite noisy with the railway line going through there. Why not? I think that'll be fine. So we just make sure that our district does include... Yeah, darn it, it's going to have to jump over the road there, isn't it? Actually, that's okay, isn't it? Because we can do what we normally do with our districts, is we paint that in. I'm going to take a little bit of this as well. Zoinkity-doo-dah, and then we'll just get rid of that little connection there. And, of course, don't want that road. Zip in. There we go. Excellent. So we can do that. And then what I want to do is I want to have a one-way road going in and a one-way road going out. Okay, there we go. Let's just remove some of the trees from along here for now. So we're only going to allow them to turn in that way and come out that way. So we're not crossing over. And I think that should work okay. So here we're going to need to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery with this and say, no, you can't go through there. So let that carry on. This one's fine. You can come in and take either side. And then this one here, we'll use our lane arrows and say you can only turn right out of there, so they're not going to cross over. And then there's lights there that need to turn round. There's lights there that need to turn round. Not quite sure what's happened here. Let's just get that fixed up. That's how it should be. There we go. And yeah, I think that'll be okay. And then we'll put our service point. So at the minute, we've only got the small service point. So you sort of start with that and then upgrade it as you go along. So we could, as they're coming in here, I'm going to want room for queuing in case there is any queuing. So we'll do that, and then it unlocks all the stuff. And then soon we'll be able to get the larger versions. But this will be fine to go with. It will give us a capacity of 5 cargo and 3 garbage. And to unlock the larger, we need to have 12 weekly. So you sort of need to put 3 of these down. Once you fill those up, then yeah, you're fine. Okay, I just saw someone else complaining about tax over here. Who are you? Your offices. Maybe I did just set my taxes all too high. Let's just drop these down a little bit. 12, just so I don't have to keep worrying about them. 12 and 12. Yep, that will do for now. Right, let's have another look at what we've got going on in here. So this is definitely going to be pedestrian, this big road down here. Which one would we like to use? So we've got options with trees. We've got all sorts of options here. This is bluestone. Let's just try that and see what it looks like. So that is the bluestone one. And then we've got the cobblestone. Let's just pop that along here. A couple of lengths. And just to sort of see what we think matches the best. I do like the bluestone. Something a little bit different. Cobblestone perhaps in older areas, quite busy. Let's go for the bluestone. I like the fact that that's quite dark. Oh, autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. And also check out biffaplaysmerch.com. Maybe we need a I'm now out of a job because you can make cities with no traffic in at all t-shirt. What do you reckon? Anyway, let's get back to the build. Not seen that before. These type of roads cannot be connected. I just want to upgrade that to that, and it won't let me. That's a bit weird. Can I upgrade any of these? Can't do that one there. Can do these here. Something to do with the bridge, I think. Okay, that's fine. I can just delete that and we can draw these in again. Will it let me do it now? No. Okay, I can draw these in. Yeah, getting this all to line up is going to be fun, isn't it? Let's go back to this one here and we're going to draw that in as close as we can. Let's use the Anarchy mod, the Move It mod, I should say. Get that to there. And then do a raise version from there to there. Hopefully it all works. Let's have a look. Little hump there in the middle. I mean, I don't think that's unnatural for something like that. Yeah, there we go. And that's got a little hump in the middle as well. We can line all things up as we go along. And then how far down are we going to go with this pedestrianisation? I think all the way around here. We'll do this one. We'll do this as well. And then if we need to sort of make any changes later, we can do that. So that's fine. So that's the main roads. Now, the little side roads that we've got as well, I'd like to upgrade those. I accidentally removed this path here, didn't I? Let's pop that back in. I like these ones with the trees on. I think they look quite nifty. We can always change what trees they are. So let's pick a side road one. I'm thinking maybe no trees on the side. Okay, so that's that area taken care of as regards to all the roads and all the things like that. Just making sure everybody is happy. Yeah, it's kicked in now that we've got this service point over here, which does take care of cargo and garbage, so that's good. So we should now only get... I'm just going to reset that building. There we go. We should now only get pedestrians and no cars on these roads, which already is looking that way. And of course we've got the metro here, which will be bringing in a lot of people as well, so that is fantastic. Cool beans. So how about some of our new wall-to-wall buildings and some of our new plazas and things that we've got? Well, let's take a look in here. So that's only got those in. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got lots of food trucks, fountains, all sorts of things. And I'm thinking whether we could maybe remove some of the ones that we've got in here and upgrade them. So let us remove that and that. We'll remove that path and give ourselves a little bit of space in here. And see if we can make this a cool plaza here, right next to the metro. I think that'll be good. We'll leave those trees. Everyone's running for the hills. Oh no, it's all disappeared. Oh man. All the people coming out of the metro. That is what we want to see. So just thinking if we could remove that and that road there. Could we have something that jumps across the road? We've got these large ones. That is a little bit too wide to fit in there. There we go. What have we got going on there? Sort of a nice looking plaza area. And what we could do is we could extend that plaza area out with some of the items that we've got. Let me just, I'm going to move that down like that. Yeah, let's see if we can fill this area out a little bit at the back here, around the back of the metro. If you know a way of fixing this, let me know. But is there a way to like automatically line up a decal when you're placing it, rather than having to sort of eyeball it and mess around with it? Is there a mod that would do that for you? If so, let me know in the comments below. So just before I get to that, I wanted to change these decals that are under here. So Alt-B brings up the Bob menu, which we're going to be using. Bob, the prop and tree replacer. And we can try and find this one on the list here. So if we go through here, one of these should be pattern decal, number 6. There we go. And I want to change that to number 9. Excellent. And we'll tick that. I think that's it, done. There we go, and I had to do the same on the other side as well. And I think that one looks a lot nicer. So now I'm going to try and match up some more along with that. I know, of course, I can use, that's this one here. I can use this and get those in a line. So I can do something like that. Let's try and get that a little bit closer. That's about it. And then I can use the Move It mods and line them up and just go from there. So let me just fill in a little bit of this. Yeah, there we go. It wasn't as difficult as I thought. And yeah, loving these extra little props that we've got and be able to expand these built-in plaza assets just by adding some more things in yourself. Looking very swish, looking very swish. Okay, I did spot some more parking assets down here that we're going to get rid of. There we go. These cars are never going to leave if they're here. So let's get rid of those. And let's just check over here. How's this thing doing? Oh, well, no water and no electricity. Well, that really isn't going to help, is it? Let's just fix that. Bet if we place that right there, that will work. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So obviously it is still working. You see trucks coming and going. Cargo's going fine. Garbage not really used. That is a weekly amount that's shown there. So each week it will do that. And after a while, if it starts going up, then yeah, we need to try and do something about that. But we're okay at the moment. You don't need to stop there. So you can go through, and you can go through. Well, oh, it's saving. I was thinking, what the heck's going on? Right, we're pretty close to unlocking this one here, the large glass roof plaza. I've just been adding in some little plazas and things around the place. Let's just pop another one of these. Yeah, I like them up against the paths like that. That'll be good. And then I tend to put paths along the side as well, just to sort of give it a bit of a frame. Will that come and go through there? Oh, that is absolutely perfect. There we go. And then we've probably unlocked the next one. Have we not? Oh, we're so close. 435 out of 450. Let's have a look at the Lilac pedestrian area, see what it's telling us. Happiness is good. Entertainment a sale, 818, which is brilliant. Land value bonus. Oh, I see. The land value bonus is calculated based on happiness and entertainment. Well, entertainment's through the roof. How can we increase happiness? The average happiness of all buildings in the pedestrian area, happier zones make for higher land value bonus. Right, okay. So could we use some policies to increase the happiness? What, slightly increase noise pollution, increase happiness? Well, let's try that one. 75, 80, it's going up. Most definitely. Let's do that one then. And has that unlocked? It has. Excellent. And I want that one, if possible, to fit. Oh, it goes over a road, this one does. Okay, darn it. Maybe we need to do a little bit of a manoeuvring of some buildings, because somewhere in here I want this to fit. That is pretty much in there. I bet if we could just do a little bit more slidey around with some of these buildings, that will be good to go. Yeah, we've got this parking here, which actually we need to get rid of. So let's Alt Q again. No, that was the wrong one. Alt B for here. And let's just have a look. Door marker, invisible parking space. Yeah, that looks like the one. So if we put that down to 0. No, it's still got it there. Prop. I'm not sure there is a way of removing those. Do you know what I'm going to do? No one's going to be using them, so I'm going to slide that building into there, and then we're not going to see them anymore, and we don't have to worry about it. So I think that would be okay. And then we need to sort of fill this area in around here. As everywhere we can, I'm adding in paths so people can get around, which is good. We shall add one there. Right, so I'm now looking around to see if I can change the trees, and I really like this one here. I wanted something smart and tidy and not too big. I think that's going to be too big. This one, I like this one because it looks like it's supposed to be there and it's being clipped and maintained and looking very smart. So I'm going to upgrade all of these down here and along here. There we go. And they don't sort of stand out so much from up high, but when you get down low, I just think they look really, really smart all the way along here. Either side of the shops. They're not blocking the view of any of the buildings. Very nice. Very nice. Now just checking the unlocks that we have in here. A couple of things that caught my eye. We do have the Museum of Postmodern Art unlocked and the Pedestrian Street Market Hall unlocked. The Sunken Plaza Shopping Mall, not just yet. But this Museum of Postmodern Art catches my eye. Let's see if we can find where that is. Probably this one at the end here. Oh, here it is. It's this one here, isn't it? Excellent. How big is that? That is not too big. How big is the market? Now, that needs to connect to a couple of streets. So we'll come back to that one. Oh, actually, I'm just wondering whether that connected there, could that then connect through to a road the other side? That'd be a lot going on there. But this museum, I think, would be fantastic. Let's see where we can find a good spot for that. Yeah, I feel like I want it in this slot here, but set back from the road. So what we're going to do is just delete this here. This is the beauty of having these pedestrian paths now, because whereas before I might have been thinking, how the heck am I going to get that to connect up and all the rest of it. But now we can just sort of pop something like that in there. And that will just go off of there like that. And we could even, let's just take these roads here and grab one of the tree-lined ones. Make sure we're still using the bluestone. Just to give that look outside. Now if we grab the tree that we were using. Yeah, we've got that. Upgrade that. That is looking rather nice, isn't it? We could just extend that just a little bit out so it connects to there. Get a couple more trees in there. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then could we add a little bit more plaza action in the middle here? Oh, this small fountain plaza. If we can make that fit in there, that would be good. Not liking the trees in there. Maybe we'll change that. But with a bit of jiggery-pokery, I reckon we can get all of this to fit in here nicely. Let's just move that up. Backs up against there perfectly. Look at that. And then what I'm going to do as well is grab that. Bring that down into here. If we can, just about. That'll connect up to there. That's fine. Again, we've got to remember to do the trees. There we go. Excellent. Wonder whether the picker mod, if you use the picker mod to pick a road, if it's already got the trees changed, it could do that as well. That would be quite handy, wouldn't it? But suddenly, look at this area here. This is looking nice. I am wondering about changing the trees on here. Now I'm sort of getting into the Bob mod a bit. Let's change those for something a little bit different. Horse chestnut. How about young linden? Just doesn't quite, it's not quite as large. Oh, like it's changing them in other things as well. Okay, not sure what I did, but I've changed those and it's changed these ones as well. To be honest, they look much, much smarter, don't they? This area is looking lovely, I have to say. Absolutely lovely. Do you know, I could see doing a whole stream detailing like this because there's just so much stuff that you can do now. It's unbelievable. We don't need that fence in there anymore, do we? I'm just adding some of these nice sharp trees down the side here. Don't really need them there. Oh, we've got another car park in there. We'll get rid of that. But man, talk about micromanaging all the detail and stuff. But doesn't it just look fantastic? Adding all these little extra bits and pieces in. We've only just done this small area there. Well, I'll tell you what, because of the length of the episode, I think what we're going to do is we are going to move over and take a look at some of the wall-to-wall stuff over in our other area. But yeah, any other ideas you've got for over here, let me know. I'll be very glad to hear. Right, let us zoom in zoop, all the way over to here, to the Pearl District. So I don't think I'm going to necessarily pedestrianise all of this, but I really would like to get some of the wall-to-wall specialisations in. What have we got in the Pearl District? Let's have a look, residential-wise. So the Pearl District is just this little area here. Amount of people, 13,530. So these buildings have got 12, 13 households, 22, 26 households. Lots of people in these. So we might end up losing some residential people. But let's see how that goes. So we're going to bulldoze those. And then if we go into our districts and go into this one at the end, we have residential wall-to-wall buildings. So let's make sure I've got the right one. Yep, that's fine. We'll pop that on there. And then we're going to put high density through all of these. We've got trees in the middle, so we're going to see how they look. We've got a bit of demand, so let's see what happens when these grow in. I'm just wondering whether I have a theme on this area as well. Yeah, it seems that this theme here is overriding the fact that I've added wall-to-wall into the district. There is a button here to allow buildings which are not in any theme. So I'm going to tick that. And we'll just, there we go, look, and they're going to start coming in. Unfortunately, the wall-to-wall buildings don't have wall-to-wall in the name. They do have them in the description, but that's not picked up by Building Theme Manager. So I might just have a quick chat with the mod developers about that and just see whether there's anything they can do. But these are growing in, and they are looking pretty spiffing. So let's let them do their job. There we go, they're building in, they're upgrading. What we're possibly going to find is we're going to need to sort of balance our needs that we've got here. We have a need for commercial. What is this? Oh, community pool. I suddenly thought it was a modern mid-century building popped in. Overrode some of my other buildings. It's going okay, actually. They're building in fine. Yeah, we are going to need a bit of commercial. So how about some wall-to-wall commercial? What have we got going on over here? So we've got sort of smaller density commercial buildings, which actually fit along the river here. I think these offices could all change and be wall-to-wall. I think that would... What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Let's just have a look. Yeah, I think we'll leave it for now, but these are filling in nicely. What have we got? 11,000. Yes, we've dropped a few spaces. These have got 9 out of 10 households. Yeah, so these have got a lot less households in compared to these, but that makes sense. Well, that had exactly the same. 14 to 15. Yeah, these are like big blocks of flats. But yeah, these definitely, if we come down our road here, I think look really, really nice. So we'll let them keep growing in. We just need to make sure that in this area, we've got our schools and things covered. So yeah, at the minute, what have we got? Elementary school there is rammed. Well, why don't we take a look at our new high density elementary school? Is that this one here? Yeah, high capacity elementary school. And we're sort of keeping all the larger buildings this side, aren't we? So where would be a good spot for that? How about over the back here? That just fits in perfectly, doesn't it? That just fits in perfectly. And what have we got in there? 800 and already 259 are in there. Okay, that'll keep them happy. Then the high school, we've got this one here, 1,000 students. We've got this one over here, 1,000 students. So it's not going to be long before they fill up, but I think we should be okay. University, that's somewhere else in the city. Oh, we've got the little one here, this Geo1, which is filling up. Public library. Yeah, we have this one here. Okay, that's good. What about parks and such in the area? I mean, land value is pretty high. I'm not going to be overly concerned about that. So looking at the spread, we've got the commercial that's over this side, but nothing over here. So I am just thinking about removing a couple of these sections here in the middle and turning that into commercial. Do you think these two here? Yeah, why not? Then we'll go into commercial. We'll add commercial wall-to-wall buildings in there. I'm not sure whether that's going to start affecting any others over this side. Am I commercial in the same zone? Oh, no, my commercial are in a separate zone, which is good. Yep, so that's fine. Yep, no problem at all. So then we'll add, doesn't matter if you put high density or low density, it'll all be the same. I'll see if I can get rid of that with zoning adjuster. There we go. After random lots of clicking, we have. Excellent. So now we should get some commercial wall-to-wall growing in here as well. So while that's growing in, I'm just thinking about pedestrianising just where the commercial buildings are. Just to make it a little bit nicer for people to walk around. Something like that. We'll leave those trees on there, or question mark, change it for something a little bit nicer. Let's go for that one. Yeah, buildings all disappearing, so let's just pause the game a minute while I'm thinking what I'm doing. Actually, they're okay. We'll use those. So these are complaining not in a pedestrian area. Well, that's fine. So if we just leave the game paused for a moment, grab this, and what we can do is we can... Oh, there we go. Left click in there with pedestrian area and draw that in. And maybe try not to overlap. These are the roads. That should be okay, as long as we've got all the places in. And then what we can do in here... Oh, and it still needs a service point, of course. This should only ever need a small service point. Cannot be placed on this road. Oh, of course, yeah. It needs to go on a proper road, doesn't it? Where would be a good spot for that? If we extended it over here, we could maybe jiggery-pokery this a little bit. Oh, we've now got access to the small cargo service point if we need to upgrade it at some point. Oh, that's going to be like a tight fit there. I'm going to put that in the middle. That's overlapping, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, that's okay. We can sort of do a bit of manoeuvring. So that should be okay. What are they complaining about? Nothing. Everybody's fine. Nearly. So that should be good to go. And that's given a nice walkable pedestrian area all around the shops for our people here, which is great. A few trees in the middle if they want some shade. Yeah, just popping a couple of trees and a fence and a thing around here just to hide that cargo service point next to the swimming bars that we've got there. And already it's complaining high traffic. Darn it. So that means I could probably do with upgrading that to the small cargo service point, which is actually a little bit bigger. So it might just mean that we need to do a bit of jiggery-pokery here with fitting all of this in. And we've got these gaps down here. I wonder if I could just take my community pool and relocate that down here instead. I think that would be a good idea. And then we're going to pause. We're going to remove that and add in the larger one, which I think will still fit in okay. What does that give us? 7 instead of 5, was it on the other one? Yeah, 5. Oh, hang on. And we need that as well because we don't have... Yeah, of course we do. Yeah. Because we've got to do the trash, haven't we? Whoops, got to keep both in. Let's just extend that. There we go. So then I might move this child healthcare centre over here as well. We'll have that the other side of the road. And then this is just being here for the cargo and the trash collection and stuff like that. A few more trees and a fence just to demarcate. There we go. This area, and that'll be fine. Oh, just wondering in this little middle section here where we have trees, whether we could do something a little bit clever. If we take this road here and bring that up to, say, there, could I place one of these up against that? So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to bring it this way. Ooh, it works. Do I even need that road there? Ah, yes I do. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. If we bring that into there like that, then that adds a little bit of plaza goodness in the middle of our nice commercial buildings as well. Yeah, I'm liking that. So maybe we'll do that in a couple of spaces. Yep, I'm absolutely loving this commercial area in the middle here with these wall-to-wall buildings. Got to be careful of the noise. There is a higher noise value attached to these. But I think with that little plaza in the middle as well, that is looking fantastic. Let's just whip back over here to our IT zone and take a final look at this area over here. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below any tips and things that you've seen as well. I'll be very happy to see those. And be sure to subscribe as we continue playing City Skylines together, discovering new things, having lots of fun. Have a good day. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.